Hey everybody, my name's Chris, and today I am going to test out this new thing that I got 2 days ago. It's the Matsato knife that almost everyone's been talking about recently. I bought it because most of my knives came from a supermarket where they're pretty much generic. I just needed something in the kitchen when I moved into my new place. Now, from what I can see, it's very thick. The behind the edge there is some heavy grain specifically so things would slip right off of it, or so I'm told. There is a grip for my thumb, a finger hole for my index finger, and I'm gonna try it out on this freshly washed bell pepper because, of course, I don't waste food. I'm gonna eat this with what I'm cooking with. Wow. I can honestly say that I have never had a knife move so smoothly through anything. So, let's try this again. Doesn't even feel like I'm trying. Obviously, I am not a professional chef, otherwise this would have been much smoother. Still, this is way smoother than I ever thought it would be. Okay. Well, since I am slicing through food, I'm not sure if you can see it on the camera. Actually, you can't see it on the camera. There's a plastic bag to my left where I'm going to put everything that I'm not going to be eating. And once I'm done with prep work, I throw that bag in the trash. I'm gonna move this behind here so it's not in the way. Still, I don't know about you guys, but I have never felt a knife move so smoothly in my hand. I'm gonna pull to the back edge because I actually want to keep this cutting board a bit longer, and this rocking back and forth is gonna put too much strain on there. I'm not even gonna try to put editing software in this. I'm just gonna keep going. I mean, look at this. I'm not professionally trained, so you'll have to forgive me if it just occurred to me that the further back you cut with the knife, the more finely you can cut something. Look at this. This is the side I keep bumping right into it. Pretty much beating a dead horse, but this is really smooth against my hand. Alright, now let's try it with onion. Put that there. You know what? I was going to use this as a test video of my new knife. I think I'm going to go through the full recipe of lunch today. I got 1 bell pepper, 1 onion, and I'm going to use a few green onions as well. And we'll discuss the seasonings while I put it in. Whoa. Oh, here we go. I like my onions cut finely. Seems that the best way to do that is cut it in half, cut one way, and turn them the other way, cut the other way. I've also learned that at the end, just turn it over, cut it like this. The natural rings would do the rest. Alright, so we got bell peppers, we got onions. I am going to put this onion in a container for something else entirely. Waste not, what not. Let's face it, that is a big piece of onion. So we got that. Oh. Wow. I'd say this amount should do. Just because it's in a package doesn't mean you don't have to wash them. Okay. Hands in position. Roll. Wow. At this point, it doesn't even feel like cooking anymore. Feels like I picked up a cheat code for cooking. In case I wasn't very clear, this is called the Matsato knife. It's been advertised all over YouTube for the past 2 months. And the way they talked about it feels like it was made to replace every knife in your house. After using it right now for the first time, I can see why. So, I will now turn the phone over to the electric stove that I got. Okay. Set to 8. Now, I like sauteing my vegetables before I put meat in. And today I'm going to use red wine vinegar. As soon as the heat makes an effect, I am going to put my veggies in there. It doesn't really take that long. In fact, it looks pretty good just from that. Actually, with how easy everything's been going with the Matsato knife, it feels like I need to upgrade everything else in the kitchen. Now, like I said, I ordered the Matsato knife because almost all my tools were things I just needed just to make sure that I had tools in my kitchen. No one should fault you for that if that's the kind of thing you're doing either. But at the same time, you want your tools to last, right? Yeah. Normally, I'd be cutting up much more vegetables because I would steam 3 pounds of ground turkey, and that would be a meal prep for the week. Today I'm going to just do something for today's dinner. Apologies to any vegetarians out there, but I am what nature intended me to be, an omnivore. I will eat meat, I will eat veggies, I will eat just about everything else in between. And there is no way shaming me for it is going to change it. Okay. That steam is going so well that you can actually see it from the video. That's a good thing. Well, here comes the protein. This is turkey kielbasa I got from my favorite store. And before you ask, no, they're not sponsoring me either. In fact, nothing about this video is sponsored at all. I wanted to show off my knife. Figured, why not make a cooking video out of it? Anyone who's paying attention, I'm going to tell you it's 1 bell pepper, half an onion, half a large onion, and approximately 5 stalks of green onion, sauteed in red wine, with 1 turkey kielbasa. "13-ounce turkey kielbasa. And honestly, I have no idea why all these kielbasa always have to reiterate that it's made from real turkey. Pretty sure a vegan in the comments is going to tell me there is fake turkey that is just as good or whatever. We'll agree to disagree. I have nothing against vegans, except for the fact that they think they have the right to police everyone else's eating habits. So this is really what we want to say to the vegans. I eat meat. I respect that you don't, but respect that I do. This is turning out really well in such a short amount of time. Since we come this far, I might as well plate it. Well, this is not a blind tasting, so I know it's going to turn out great. But this is definitely the finest I've ever had vegetables put together. Now, since I'm putting it on the same channel I've put my other videos for Dungeons and Dragons and whatnot, I'm going to have to say thanks for dropping by, and live, laugh, and game responsibly.